Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and make some analysis real quick. It's actually just clocked 5, and what I'm gonna do is make some analysis because I have to be at school at around 6. So I'm gonna make some pre-market analysis, and then after that I'm gonna be showing you guys the trades that I got after the analysis. Let's go. Alright guys, so I don't know if you guys can see this clearly, but I'm done analyzing, and I'm saying probably Euro JPY could have a beautiful setup for me. So what I'm waiting for is a pullback around this level right here. The 4 hour is actually giving us a very beautiful pullback. As you guys can see, it's giving us a very beautiful pullback, though we are still in a downtrend like structure. Haven't yet went above this very crucial low. As you guys can see, that it has been a very crucial low. So we have a very strong resistance right there, but when I head back to the 1 hourly, you guys can see that we're having a very beautiful sequence of higher highs. Right here we have in a higher high, pullback, another higher high, coming back. The pullback, look at how the pullback is coming in, guys. It's finding a very big, huge amount of resistance. So I'm expecting these buyers to actually step in, and you can see it's actually showing me bullish signs even prior to the London session. Usually these guys just consolidate, but you can see that it's giving me bullish signs, and I'm expecting some bullishness. I'm looking at Euro JPY buys going into this day. It's actually a Thursday, so and actually we have PPI, that could also be a factor, and retail sales for the US. Though it's for the US, expecting some correlation factors. And the other trade that I wanted to show you guys is actually the USD Swiss franc. So as you guys can see, you guys, I know most of you guys could realize this pattern. This is actually an ascending triangle, but it's actually in a downtrending market. That's the funny factor. We are in a downtrending market. As you guys can see, price has been trending towards the downside ever since I took that loss right there on those buys. Market's been coming down. So ever since then, I actually haven't had any trade on USD Swiss franc, but I'm actually looking at some huge sales coming up. We have retail sales, as you guys could see, retail sales month on month, and then PPI month on month. So I'm looking at the way these guys are pulling back up. I mean, these buyers are pulling back up, and I'm looking at the overall USD pair. The way gold and Euro USD, GBP USD are behaving currently, is showing USD weakness, and the DXY index is actually showing some bearishness. So these are the two pairs that I'm looking at some USD Swiss franc sales and Euro JPY sales. So let me know what you think about these trades. Yeah, potential sales on USD Swiss franc and potential buys on Euro JPY. My entries, what I'm gonna do is I want to see what this when prices pull back to this trend line. I want to see what happens. I don't really want to sell after the break or something. I want to see what the buyers think about this, and then when prices start pushing back to this resistance right about there, and I want to see how are they pushing. Are they pushing aggressively or retardedly? Now if I see something like this, I see how these guys were pushing very slow, I'm definitely going in. But if I see these guys coming like bam bam, I think that aggressiveness right there, yeah, this one right there, I'm definitely not going in. I want to see something like this. I think that. So if I see something like that, I'm going in. The moment we break out, I'm adding on more positions. Then hopefully I'm collecting profit right around that area, that lower low. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing some Euro USD trades, but some Euro USD buys actually. But it's let me actually show that to you guys real quick. All right, so this is my Euro USD pair. Okay, so as you guys can see, we had a bull flag pattern, right? As you guys can see, we had a bull flag pattern, which happened yesterday, around yesterday. So we broke out. This was a Wednesday, pulled back for a retest, and then bam, broke out all the way to that higher high. So what I'm thinking about this USD, I'm actually waiting for a pullback. A pullback around this zone would be a beautiful one. So just waiting for some buys, but this looks like a beautiful one also. Yeah, so that's the analysis that I've made. All right, see you guys. All right, man, I'm back. I actually just came back. It's around 22:56, and I'm headed to the chat straight out. Let me actually show you guys the trades that I wanted to take, the ones that I actually mentioned of, and let's see how they did. All right, so this right here was the first outlook of the day. I was looking to buy Euro JPY at around this high, but then we played too much around that zone, so I don't think I would have got in since I didn't even get a confirmation trigger. So right around this zone, what I can see is that we had a basic resistance created right around there, and then we basically, I can still keep this as my recent resistance. Reason being, because are you guys seeing that rejection right there? Yeah, it looks like it's rejecting. So let's keep it up and see, possibly pull back and retest this zone, then continue all the way down here. But it's a downtrend, so it's an overall downtrend market. As you can see, it's been pushing towards the downside, but let's wait and see where these buyers get exhausted from. Then the rest will be a story. So let me show you the other trade that I wanted to take, which was what's the trade? USD Swiss franc. All right, bet. So basically this was the basic outlook. As you guys can see, I expected this thing to actually pull back around this trend line, play some games, possibly break out. I'll be waiting to see if there are some buyers, then I would get in those cells, but then the ascending triangle actually broke out towards the upside, and usually these triangles break out to the upside, but since we was in a downtrending market, I was like, I'm gonna use that confluence to project cells. But this time the ascending triangle actually played out to the buyer side, but the Swiss franc is actually a weak one. So as you guys can see, prices didn't even pull back to the trend line, literally just pushed. And as you guys can see, line open was around there. That's 8. Prices pulled back, then bam, 12. Prices plummeted towards the sky, and as we speak right now, prices is still pushing. All right guys, so that was the end of our video today. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and everything. Yeah, let's go.